Hi everyone, it's David.
And Sarah.
See, we didn't plan that. I just put you in the spot.
Oh God.
We thought we'd give a little update just as after Bloods. Obviously, I had a mega,
Dramatic.
dramatic weekend. I've still got my bruises here, here and here. I'm fine.
Must be
It's
so
been a
difficult for you.
tough time, you know, this IVF. Now we thought we'd come on and have a wee chat. Just some things going on at the moment that probably happens to loads of couples that are going through this kind of stuff, and we thought we'd update on it. So you had a good wee day yesterday, didn't you, Sarah?
Had a very bad day yesterday, and I'm still feeling a bit weird today.
Aye. It's rubbish. So bit of context is that we, like, when you're planning all this, a lot of this happened. We made a decision to do this earlier in the year, but we'd made some plans. So we were meant to be going to Florida next week, and we had to cancel that just because, although we had paid for it, the amount of money and tickets and all that kind of stuff for a start was decent to go in the coffers for this. But the timings of it ultimately wasn't going to work out for us. We had a gig to go to mid-July, which is one of Sarah's favourite Korean bands, Stray Kids. And we were going to cancel it. We cancelled the hotel and our flight, and we had the tickets. And for a while we've been saying, we'll keep the tickets there. They're up for sale. They were quite expensive. They'll never sell. If they don't sell and you're feeling fine, we'll travel down anyway to London and go and see it. Yesterday the tickets sold. So Sarah's quite upset, weren't you?
You know, on an average day I think I would have been fine, but I think yesterday the accumulation of everything has just walloped me full force in the face, because I said that yesterday. I don't want to sound like I'm a spoilt brat and I'm not getting what I want. It's not about that. It's like, so this band, as David said, they're a Korean band. They don't come to the UK. These bands don't perform in the UK often. So they were coming. We got the tickets last, can't remember when they announced it.
Aye.
And like, you can ask the girls from my work, I was screaming like a banshee because I was so excited. Then the day they went on sale on Ticketmaster, that was a fun day. David and I were both sitting, and we ended up with really, really good tickets that cost several £100, like nearly £700 for the tickets. So great, like right on the pitch.
If you're going to do it, you do it. So.
And I was like, right, this is great. We're going. I'm going to finally get to see them. And obviously we've had to cancel purely because the gig is on the 18th of July. And if everything is going according to plan, I will either just be going in for egg collection or I'll still be on my injection. So obviously we can't. So I know that we can't go. Like that. But when the tickets sold yesterday, I think it was like the final nail in the coffin of we're definitely not going.
Aye.
Now, IVF is far more important than a gig. I know that, but I think yesterday, so that hit me, and then the whole not going to Florida thing hit me, and I'm like, so we've had so my brain process yesterday was we've had all these things booked and paid for, and we're looking forward to them, and now they're gone. So at the moment, I'm now thinking, what's going to happen that's going to stop us getting IVF, right? So logically, that's probably not going to happen. But the way that I'm thinking at the moment is we've had all these good things and now we don't. And I'm just worried that something's going to happen and we're not going to start IVF now. So that kind of hit me yesterday.
Oh, you're okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm fine.
I think you're all right, darling. I think one of the reasons that we've probably got that negative perception is we've had a tough life as a couple. Like, things have been hard. We've been together a long, long time, but we've battled through a lot of stuff together. And every time we get good stuff, it feels like you get bad stuff. So actually, like, what was the big difference yesterday was I got a letter with a tax rebate yesterday, which is the biggest tax rebate I've ever had in my life. Like, it makes a dent of, like, well, it's like £1,500, right? So I was so happy. Like, I was literally sitting down with Sarah, the two of us celebrating and thinking, put that straight in there.
Well, usually when you get letters like that in, it's you owe us.
Aye, that's it. So when I opened it, I was like,
oh, God.
Jesus Christ, I owe money. But we got it, the two of us were delighted. I sat down with the bit of paper to go, let's reclaim this and get the refund. And as I sat down, I actually said, you're going to hate this. And you were like, what? And I think you thought I was going to say that the tax was wrong. And I was like, as I opened my phone, the email to say your tickets have sold. Now, logically, we've got the majority of our money back. So we've got the majority of the money back off that ticket. We sold them for a bit less just to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But logically we got that. But it was like you're sitting there about to claim back those tickets. Like, I mean, that money on the tax rebate, what we've agreed is there's like I think it's 10 weeks, we might have heard it wrong, but there's a bit between the egg collection and the embryo transfer where there's a bit of a delay, and we think we're going to try and go away at that point, and that will help us with it. But ultimately what we're going to do is stick it
on a credit card.
On the credit cards where we paid the majority of this. I mentioned before it's like 15k, well 14k for the.
We've paid what, 9 just now?
About 10.5 now.
10.5.
Aye, and then we've just got your meds and then
the genetic testing.
Genetic testing to pay.
Which we'll talk about the genetic testing thing in another one, because that's something that I didn't even know was a thing. But yeah, so after all of that yesterday, to say I had a meltdown is a bit of an understatement. So yesterday, as soon as that happened, my brain shut down and I just went into oh no, can't swear. I just went into fudge sake.
Fuck's sake.
What is going on? Like, and then obviously that whole doubt of, right, well everything else is screwed up, so what's going to screw up IVF? What's going to stop it that we're not going to start it? And then obviously going down that doom trail led me to, oh my god, my period's going to come early. Right. In 41 years, well not 41 years because I don't have my period with the baby, but since my periods have started, I have never once had an early period. Never once. They're always late or non-existent. Obviously, since I've had the procedure on my ovary, whatever happened there, my cycle has been in between 30 and 40 days, right? So the 30th of July, look, we're getting serious, the hand gestures are coming out. So the 30th of June, the 30th of June is technically when my period's due. In between then and the 10th of July. Now yesterday, so when women get the period, lots of things happen to your body that basically, David's really comfortable here.
Swollen breasts.
Right, so loads of things happen that you know your period's coming. For instance, your actual body, like your physical body temperature skyrockets, goes through the roof. Obviously yesterday was a really hot day, but my body temperature has went up. Swollen boobs.
Swollen breasts.
Correct. Agony to touch.
Terrible.
Mood swings. So
the swollen breasts weren't even worth it for the mood swings.
Jesus Christ. Stop. So yeah, I can't believe you just said that.
Swollen breasts.
Right, so yeah, so yesterday all of that was going on. Obviously when your period's due, your hormones go a bit mental as well. So I'm now going, we don't get our medication sent out until we've had our blood results back, which will hopefully be on Monday or Tuesday, hopefully. But all day yesterday went, Jesus Christ, my period's going to come early. Now, worst case scenario, if my period does come early and we miss this cut off for the medication, we just start things on the next one, which will be July. But obviously, when my brain was going in doom mode yesterday, it was like, oh, that's it, we're done, we're fucked. Oh, how dare you. I didn't mean to say that. So yeah, so yesterday was a really bad day. Today I'm feeling a bit emotional, as you could tell. But yeah, it's just this is the side, like everyone obviously talks about IVF and the processes and what's involved and things like that, but you don't often get to see like the day-to-day things of how you're coping with life. Like yesterday it was just the end of the world, that was it.
But we're here today.
Yes.
We'll keep you posted on Periodgate. This
is mental.
It's a tough process this bit because it is now. Like,
do you know it's funny because like see for a woman and a girl's whole life, like periods are so taboo. You don't talk about periods, right? You just, why I don't know, but people just don't. And here we are talking about periods.
Periods and swollen breasts.
Stop.
But, right, we'll keep you posted. The next couple of days are important. If the period comes, it pushes us back a month. So, fingers crossed it doesn't.
If that does happen, that's just life. Yeah. So it's good. I'm better today. I haven't unalived David, so it's all good. Yet.
Swollen breasts. Right. We'll keep
I'm
you
away
posted.
to murder someone. No, I'm only kidding. Right. I'm not.
Bye.
Bye.
Swollen breasts.